Hello and welcome to the channel. This is part 6 of the beginner guide series. Today we're going to cover the Wonderpick. I separated this one because I think it's very important and it deserves its own video, and because it is the best way to get the EX of Pokemon, especially after opening your initial packs, because you get a bunch and it feels good, but once you're done with that, you only get 2 packs per day. And the packs, they have a lot of basic cards, or 1 diamond card and 2 diamond. There's a high chance you're going to get those every time. And so pulling those packs, you kind of feel disappointed and uneventful for the most part. The Wonderpicks, however, they give you a good chance if you look. I go to Wonderpicks here, and you click on your Wonderpick. Down on the in very small letters, as the probability is 1 in 5. So there's a 1 in 5 chance that you're going to get a card you want, say your Gloom. Alright, so that's why I think this Wonderpick is a very generous system. It's very fun to actually have to look into the app and see what is there, and that's the whole point of the app. The Wonderpick is to get you to log in, check in, log in, check the app, and actually interact with the game. And you'll notice that there's timers here. The timers are varying. Sometimes they're a little unorganized, and it varies from like 4 hours to the max to whatever time, because you check in. Typically, the last one runs out in 20 to 15 minutes or so, and so you want to be checking in 15 minutes for the new Wonderpick if you're really trying to get that card for the timer, and it will refresh and give you a new one. Down to the bottom, if the timer runs out, it has a chance to come down here into the expired section. There's typically like 4 expired and 15 regular, 15 or 16, somewhere in that range. It's not a set amount, but it is around that. You will be having those. If you're want to open packs, you'll see this little heart thing, and it says down on near the cards, the bottom, it says 2. And so what those are, if you click on this little plus icon, it's called the Wonder Stamina. And this is where you can see your Wonder Stamina. You have 5 slots here, a total of 5 stamina that you can max out. Each stamina requires 12 hours of cooldown before they fill up, and so a total of 60 hours to fill 5 hearts. That's equal to 2.5 days. So if you're not checking in your app, 2.5 days, it's going to fill up. The way to refill these without waiting, we have up here this little icon. It's called Wonder Hourglass. These help you to fill up the Wonder Stamina. You can acquire the hourglasses from a few sources. Early on you get some from missions, but typically after you finish those, you're going to get them from either leveling up, or you go to your shop. You get daily reward here. It's only going to be 1. And then if you have the shop tickets, you can use those to purchase these here, which are already grayed out because I bought them. And also these here, they require the shop tickets as well, and also they refresh every 30 days. The countdown is at 19 right now, but every 30 days they will refresh. So that's the hourglasses that you can acquire, and the hourglasses take 12. They count as the name suggests, hourglass. So every 12 hours equals 1 stamina. 12 hourglasses equals 1 stamina, 1 heart, however you want to think about it. And we also have another item that's relevant somewhat. If you want to acquire these expired Wonderpicks, you'll see this little icon here that says, or right here too, it's called a rewind watch. Basically, any expired that show up that you missed, you can use a rewind watch and actually open it instead of missing out. So sometimes you may not get there in time, and you can hope that they still show up. It won't happen all the time, so you can't rely on the rewind watch too much. And you get the rewind watches from leveling up as well. Your account a 21, and they only give you 1 per level. So it's a very rare item. Also, you don't use it as often too, so it's a little both. And since this is a very important item, we have to kind of think about what are we going to do with our item? What is our strategy? Because it's a limited resource, and we need to try to optimize ourselves. And so early on, like I was saying about the packs, you also get a bunch of hourglasses early on. And so it's a good idea to just go for your E-axis, anything that you want to play early on, just pick it, because you do not have too many cards. You don't have too many good cards, and you definitely don't have E-axis, because the game only gives you 1. Sometimes you can get lucky on the rerolls, and then you get that. I mean, that's why we suggest you go get your rerolls to get your E-axis. Okay, so you pick in your E-axis early on, and once you hit about 100 or so hourglasses here, you want to be more conservative, because a regular EX costs 3 stamina to open, and 3 stamina is equal to 36 hourglasses. The full art, this one full art, is the same cost as well, if you're looking for that. And so it does take a long time, 36 hours, to get 3 stamina, enough time. The timer is not that long, and so if you miss out, if you don't have anything in reserve, you're going to miss out on the pick, and you're not able to get your EX when it shows up. And so I have to go back and remind you, if you watched my other video about the re-rolling strategy, because it's relevant to what our Wonder Pick will be. So we re-rolled our Pikachu pack until we got our 2 Pikachu EXs, and then we moved on to the Mewtwo pack to get our 2 Articuno EXs. The Articuno EXs, after you get your Articuno EXs, then I said you have choices between going back to Pikachu, going to Mewtwo, or going to Charizard. My ideal would be to go to the Mewtwo, because more than likely, since you were re-rolling a bunch for the Articuno, you may have a good enough quantity of cards to fill out your Mewtwo deck, and so it might be easy to do this. And also the Mewtwo is also a very strong deck, and so that's why I recommend you keep re-rolling your Mewtwo pack to get the Mewtwo Mewtwo deck. And so that brings us to the next is, what do we use our Wonder Pick on? I recommend you do not use your Wonder Pick on the pack you are re-rolling. Since we're on here on the Mewtwo, we're not using our Wonder Pick here on the Mewtwo. We are actually using our Wonder Picks on the Pikachu pack. And one of the reasons we are doing that is say you have your Mewtwo's and you're looking for the Gardevoir, and you come in and you pick you see a Wonder Pick, and it's for, say, something else within the Mewtwo line. I'm trying to think of off the top of my head, the Dragonite. But you're still missing your 2 Gardevoir, and so and the also evolutions, and so you're still on this Mewtwo line. And what happens is, I use a Wonder Pick and actually got the Dragonite, and then I come over here and I get another Dragonite, and then I get another Dragonite. And the same can be said for the Mewtwo's, is if I go to pick the Mewtwo's Wonder Pick, and I keep re-rolling and keep re-rolling, and I get another Mewtwo, I get another Mewtwo. What I'm getting is a bunch of dupes, and I'm wasting my Wonder Picks because all I'm getting is dupes. And so that's why I don't recommend you getting the Wonder Pick from your same pack, because this will happen, and it kind of feels bad, and it also sets you back, because I could have used my Wonder Pick on something else. The excess is useful for flares, but early on you're trying to get your decks, because you don't have a strong enough collection to waste resources. Okay, one exception to the rule of not picking Wonder Picks from the same pack is, considering this situation, I have all these cards. I have the Gardevoir line already set, and I'm missing 2 Mewtwo's. So you can use a Wonder Pick on a Mewtwo because you're missing 2. And if I re-roll and I get another Mewtwo, then that's complete. Okay, I'm done with the Wonder Pick, so I didn't waste the Wonder Pick. And you can also think about, okay, I just have these 2 Mewtwo's. What I can do is move on to another pack, say the Charizard pack, and I'll just use the Mewtwo, the Wonder Picks on the Mewtwo. It's probably not the best option, because the Mewtwo's are very important. It's just something you can consider. Say it might be taking too long and you actually want to move on, then go to the Charizard, pick your pack, open your packs there, and just Wonder Pick your Mewtwo and your Pikachus, whichever shows up. And so this is the ideal scenario of what we have here, is roll from Mewtwo until you get the Mewtwo's, Wonder Pick from Pikachu, and then from here on, you move on. You're done with your Mewtwo's, you move on to the Charizard, and then you can Wonder Pick from here in the same scenario as the thing, because you're rolling the Charizard. You're no longer getting the Mewtwo. Say you want another another card that's from the deck, from the Dragonite deck or so, or the Weezing deck, or something within the line that is not important or as important to you, then you can use your Wonder Picks on that. And that's how the chain goes. And then once you're you almost have all the decks you wanted, you can Wonder Pick wherever, and it's no longer This strategy is mostly for the early game because you want to min-max and you want to get as fast as possible to get your decks, because that's where the fun is building decks and playing. Okay, and that's it for the strategy and what I wanted to cover. If there's anything that I missed or something you think I should consider or have an opinion on, let me know. I always like hearing from you. Watch out for my next video, which is coming on, continuing this series. Goodbye for now, and as always, thanks for watching.